then there's been much talk lately about Salvia divinorum, well, for some years now, but right now, as of about 2 weeks ago, it's up again as a big topic in the U.S. Due to be scheduled, Schedule 1, I hear. And that was rumored a long time ago, and they scheduled, they made illegal the compound salmonella, I believe, but not the plant. But modern America, we have wild teenagers photographing themselves, going crazy and doing really dangerous things after smoking and using salvia in different ways, and then they photograph themselves and put it on YouTube, and so everybody can see it. So that's gotten to Washington, D.C., and now we're going to have this plant be illegal too. And so this is I would imagine everyone here has heard of this, but this only grows in the Mazatec region of Mexico, nowhere else in the world, this species, and it's ranges from doing nothing in some people's experience here to doing everything, and many people have just plain weird experiences with it, not good. Some people have bad experiences, and a lot of weird, that's what you hear most often, but I feel very strongly that's because it's not done in the right way. And so I will tell you what I learned from the Mazatecs, who are the only people who have a tradition of using it, the only people on the planet ever who have a tradition of using it, as far as we know. There's the size the leaf can grow to. That's a dose in their world that also happens to be 39 pairs of leaves, which if you've chewed fresh salvia, which is the way that they do it, that's a lot of leaves to chew. And but no doubt about it, it is a real experience, and for me it's been a really stunningly beautiful experience. So I'm going to just give you my heartfelt advice really quick, and you can please pass it on. She's female, Hojas de la Pastora, that's her name there, Shka Pastora in Mazatec. Pastora is the shepherdess, or she who watches over, a little different than Mary, and a little more on the edge, a little more wild. And the plant grows in little glades in the woods where it's moist and filtered light. It doesn't grow in people's gardens, or they don't grow it in gardens. They grow it off the trail so that strangers walking by won't see it and won't pollute it. Keep it clean, keep her clean. I always refer to her as her, and I try to do that too. And she's very shy. She's very powerful, but she's very shy. They compare her to the deer who come to the edge of the glen or the garden, and then if you make a noise or move quickly are startled and go away. And they also compare themselves to the deer. They're people. And they say that she likes it. She likes to be cool and moist. The plant likes to be. The goddess in her likes to be cool and moist. So when I have informed them, which I waited years to tell them this, but that this plant had made it to the United States, and that people were drying the leaves and smoking them. They were just appalled that people were drying the leaves, because she wouldn't like that at all, and they were doubly appalled that people were smoking the leaves. They said that, first of all, that won't work. That'll just really offend her. She won't show up. Whatever you're getting, it's not her. And it's really bad karma, basically. I mean, they don't use the word karma, but it's the kind of thing that they don't do, is offense to deities. They call that an offense to a deity. And you have to honor her by letting her grow in the way that she wants to grow, nurturing her and protecting her, and then when you pick her leaves, saying thank you, putting them on your altar. After a few hours on the altar, they wilt a little bit, and you can roll them up and make it's kind of like a large salad rolled into a cigar, is how I see it. And you just, in the dark, pitch dark, with somebody watching you. They sit, the first time they gave it to me and the second time, they sat very, very close to me on either side. All three of us in chairs facing the altar in pitch black, but with their knees almost touching mine. And I thought, we've done mushrooms together before. You know, they don't always sit this close to me. But later I understood why. and that you have to ask, as always in any ceremony, ask, for your intention, state who you are, and ask that she come and say what it is you need help with. And then there's this kind of murmuring prayer that you return to over and over, whatever language, it doesn't matter, over and over what you're asking for. To keep your eye on the ball, to keep your mind on what it is you're there for. You've actually come asking for a gift, asking for help, asking for a favor. And so you're not just there for a good time to see what will happen. You're actually asking for something, and that's what she can bring to you if everything else is right. You're not to have had sex for 3 days before or 3 days after. You are to eat every last bit of it, even after you think that you've had enough. Keep on eating it. If he's given you this dose, or this is the dose that you've been given, then you eat that all.